Oh my god lads, it's happening. So lads, with Arsenal Football Club's results seemingly getting worse and worse, and relegation looking like an actual prospect, let's get it straight, Freddie Ljungberg is clearly not the man for the job, and so with that, the race for the next permanent Arsenal manager is getting hotter. The media have even reported a list of 10 potential candidates. This list includes the likes of Max Allegri, Maurizio Pochettino, and even Big Sam Allardyce. But with that being said lads, it seems that Arsenal have finally picked their man, and that man is current Manchester City assistant manager and ex-Arsenal captain Mikel Arteta. There have even been photos released of Arsenal officials in Vinay and his family leaving Arteta's house at 1 AM in the morning following a reportedly 2-hour-long meeting. So this deal is definitely close, and with that news breaking onto social media, it has caused a somewhat mixed reaction from Arsenal fans. Some are absolutely over the moon and others are somewhat not. So with that being said guys, let's get into it and let's talk Mikel Arteta, and here are 5 reasons why he is perfect to be the next Arsenal manager. This should be very interesting indeed. Lads, who would have believed it? Mikel Arteta! 2019 is the year, and Mikel Arteta is about to become Arsenal manager. What on earth is going on? Yo, what is on guys, my name is Grass, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a brand new video, and today we are talking one specific thing, the one thing that is on every Arsenal fan's lips right now, and that is Mikel Arteta. This is breaking news coming from every single source in the world. I'm talking Heinz tomato ketchup, I'm talking mayonnaise and barbecue sauce. They are all saying the same thing, and that is of course that Mikel Arteta is close to becoming the next Arsenal manager. This video is going to come out on Wednesday, and there are even reports that Arteta could be announced on the Thursday. So this is really getting heated up. Obviously reports massively surfaced after the 3-0 battering of Man City. That game passed by, and apparently Arsenal officials in Vinay, can't pronounce his second name, and Haas family were seen outside Mikel Arteta's house at 1 AM in the morning. What are you man doing at 1 AM in the morning? Right now, currently speaking right now, it's 1 AM in the morning, I'm filming a video. And if you're watching this video at 1 AM, why are you not asleep yet? So with the potential deal looking imminent, I've gone out there and done my research on Mikel Arteta, and I've found 5 potential reasons why he's a perfect man for Arsenal. But before we get into that part of the video, let's go down there, smash a like on the video. As always, your boy requests 100 likes, that is, standard default process nowadays. So if you go down there and smash a like on the video, it'd be massively appreciated. I put a lot of time and effort into this content. It's not easy to make, trust me, I'm telling you right now, there's certain times a man's going to sleep at 3 AM, 4 AM, waking up at 8 AM and making more videos. So if you man can show me some love in the comments, make sure to do so. Also, if you can subscribe to the channel, it would be massively appreciated. I am on the road to 10,000 subscribers. The subscribers recently have slowed down, so if you man can subscribe to the channel, it would be massively appreciated as well. And the key thing here is for you guys to go down there and comment below your thoughts on Mikel Arteta. Are you happy if this happens? Because it looks like it's going to happen. And if you're not happy, who did you want? Who can Arsenal get still? And what are your thoughts on Arteta in general? Do you think he's the right man for Arsenal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So with that being said, let's get into this, and here are 5 reasons why Mikel Arteta is the perfect man to be the next Arsenal manager. Let's get into this. Reason number 1, the fact that he knows the club. Having signed for Arsenal as a player in 2011 from Everton, man spent 5 years here, leaving Arsenal in 2016. In terms of his legacy at Arsenal, Arteta didn't, leave the biggest legacy. He's not up there with the likes of Vieira and so, but he was a decent player. He even captained Arsenal to a few FA Cups and ended our trophy route. And overall, he was a pretty decent player. In his first season, he looked pretty decent. He scored a goal against Man City, of course. By no means is he an Arsenal legend, but in terms of Arteta as a player at Arsenal, watching him, I think he was a decent player for Arsenal personally. But the key thing here is that he spent 5 years at Arsenal, at London, and the key thing there will be the fact that he will know the club. He'll know the principles, the people, the training on the facilities, etc, and that helps out, especially when it comes to adaptation period, because obviously moving from Manchester to London, it's not massively far, and it's obviously a similar environment, but in terms of housing and things to do in London, etc, and even school and that for his kids and that, it makes sense. And so having played at Arsenal, worked in the Arsenal environment, London Colony, etc, that adaptation period becomes shorter, and that's better for Arsenal. In terms of Arsenal right now, we are really struggling. Man said we are 9th place in the league. We could be even lower than that. Right now, watching Arsenal, I can't lie, I want to scream, I want to shout, I want to cry, because Arsenal right now are actually on a relegation form. So that's why I think it's key. If we bring a man in, it's key that he is adapted very quickly. If he takes time to adapt and learn the language, etc, he might end up being a great manager, but Arsenal don't need that. The fans don't need that. We need a man that can come in and hit the ground running, have that manager's bounce. And so with Arteta having known the club, played 5 years there, having spent 5 years at Arsenal, it makes sense. He knows the club. And I think that's his key thing when it comes to Arsenal Arsenal's next manager. The Arsenal have gone out there, the board have gone out there, they've said, we want a man that is played for Arsenal for, knows the club, and that's why even Patrick Vieira has been interviewed for Arsenal. So I just think the fact that he's played for Arsenal for 5 years, he knows the club inside out, he'll know the people there already as well, he'll know how the training facilities work, etc, etc. His kids, his family, they will have lived in London before. I think that is a massive key, and that will help out with the adaptation period, and I think that's one of the main reasons why he is perfect for Arsenal football. He knows the club, and the adaptation period will be shorter. That's reason number 1. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. On to reason number 2. He learned from the best of the best. He came through as a youngster through La Masia. That is, of course, the Barcelona Academy, and they have produced a couple of decent players. Yeah, pretty decent. But Arteta, of course, ended up leaving La Masia as a youngster to, further his career and actually get game time elsewhere. And since then, he has experienced a lot of different things. From up there in Scotland at Rangers, to then going from Scotland to Liverpool and playing for Everton as well. And then from Everton, he's come to Arsenal and played under Arsene Wenger. And let's get straight under Arsene Wenger, it's a set philosophy we had. We had nice, fluid possession football, and that is the Arsenal way. It's football right now, if I'm being honest, I massively miss. And, every time I think of it, it's just, tears, they just come. But yeah, I think the fact that he's played under Wenger before and, he's played through La Masia as well, is key to a style of play. Talk about La Masia, he's also now worked as a manager to Pep Guardiola for 3 or 4 years. And I think that's going to be another key thing for Arteta. He's obviously played on the likes of Wenger and Guardiola. These are 2 managers that play absolutely magnificent football, beautiful football, tiki-taka football, passing football, possession football, progressive football. It's something that Arsenal fans definitely crave, and it's also become the Arsenal way. Prior to Man City playing his great football in the Premier League, we were known as the team that played great football in the Premier League. There's so many goals that Arsenal scored of these as beautiful football, and we've lost that this season. This season, we can't string 2 passes together, let alone score wonderful goals like that. So in terms of Mikel Arteta in particular, I just think it's key to see that he's come through La Masia, that's Barcelona's way of playing. He's then worked under Arsene Wenger as a player, and that's another key thing. He's going to learn a lot under Arsene Wenger. And then to have retired and then gone straight to Man City under Pep Guardiola in his first year, Arteta has clearly worked with 2 managers that are simply elite, and having come through La Masia, he's learned through the Barcelona way. And I want the Barcelona way to become the Arsenal way. Tiki-taka football, that's just lovely to watch. Bring it back. We need Arsenal back, and Arteta could be that guy. Reason number 3, the one-to-one coaching. Now what I'm going to do for this point, I'm going to go through some City players that have firstly self-admittedly come out and said that Mikel Arteta has massively helped them out when it comes to one-to-one coaching. Obviously right now we all know that Pep Guardiola is the overall Man City manager. He oversees the entire operation, and so what that does is it allows Mikel Arteta to go one-on-one with a lot of these players. It gives him time to go into detail with his players, and he's worked with a lot of these players, and he's improved a lot of these players. And these players have even come out and even said that Mikel Arteta has been pivotal to them improving as players. To name some of these players, Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling, Fabian Delph, and Zinchenko. Key one there was Raheem Sterling. The way he's improved Sterling is drastically. In terms of body positioning, finishing, Sterling used to miss one-on-ones constantly. He still does that here and there, but he's improved on that. In terms of tappings as well, he's improved on that as well. In terms of finishing in general, he's improved, and he's become a goal machine. And Sterling's even come out and said it himself that a key to that is Mikel Arteta and the way he's helped him out. If you look at Zinchenko and Delph as well, what he's done with them, obviously Man City had an injured left back, Mendy went out injured. So what that meant is that Man City didn't have a left back. And what Arteta then did was he went out there and he coached Zinchenko and he coached Delph into left backs, emergency left backs, but they ended up being good enough left backs for City to win 2 league titles in a row, get 100 points and then get 98 points. Pretty decent if you ask me. And so what that shows is Arteta is clearly an elite one-to-one coach. He has the ability to coach his players one-on-one and he's improved his players. If we go back to Raheem Sterling in particular, look how he's improved. He's not a player that was, he's potentially good, he has great potential, he has good things here and there, but he wasn't great. Arteta has come in and he's made him from great to world class. And so the point I'm trying to make here is that Mikel Arteta is clearly an elite coach when it comes to one-to-one. He's improving his players, and that's what Arsenal need. He's got players there like Sterling that are, products there that have the ability to become world-class players. But right now, in terms of current coaches, you can clearly see that Arsenal not being getting the best out of them. A player I want to name here is Nicolas Pepe in particular. He's come to Arsenal and struggled. If Arteta was to get his hands on Nicolas Pepe, look at what he's done to Sané, look at what he's done to Sterling. Pepe could be the next big thing. So another key point is Mikel Arteta and his one-to-one managing ability. Can you just imagine Nicolas Pepe under Mikel Arteta? Pure scenes. On to reason number 4, and that is a style of play. Again, this is me going back to reason number 2, which is the fact they learned from the best. Coming through La Masia, having played under Arsene Wenger and managed with Pep Guardiola, that's a massive factor to how Arteta's teams will play. He's played under managers that play absolutely beautiful football. And what I'm trying to say is that will come off then on his management and his style of management. I expect Mikel Arteta's teams to play attractive football that's position based. And also in terms of pressing as well, it'll be pretty decent. It will only make sense for Arteta to bring Arsenal a style of play which is attractive, possession based, and the Arsenal way. And style of football right now what the fans need. An identity on the pitch much. We don't have that right now. What we have right now is Aubameyang and Salah. So another key thing for me will be the style of football. So with Arteta's Barcelona roots, the style of football at Barcelona is obviously, we all know how it is, tiki-taka, position football, and then the pressing football that's come from Pep Guardiola as well, that he would have learned from that. And then of course the Arsenal way, attacking, attractive football that I can go to the Emirates and watch and not cry and fall asleep. So I personally feel like if Mikel Arteta was to come to Arsenal, his style of football would be something that I would love to see. And again, I think that's a massive reason why he's a perfect man for Arsenal. Style of football is reason number 4. And finally, on to the 5th and final reason, and that is the fact that he's a man in the mud. I mean, let's get the facts straight. The man has never ever managed a game of football as a first team coach in his entire life. And so then you have to look at why on earth would Newcastle after him in the summer? Why are Everton now after him? And why Arsenal looking at him again, having looked at him in 2018? There's clearly something there that's special, and that's why Arsenal want him. And then you don't let go of your most successful manager, Arsene Wenger, and then go and look at someone like Mikel Arteta and think he's not the right man for the job. Especially having considered the man's never ever managed a game before as a first team coach. There's something there, man. There has to be something there. They're not going to want to go out there, ignore Allegri, ignore Pochettino, ignore Benitez, ignore Ancelotti. These are proven winners. Well, not Pochettino yet. But the whole point is, Arsenal clearly look past this man and they've gone for this man in particular, and Arteta's the guy. I hear a lot of people saying to me that it's a cheaper option, and it might be the truth. But the fact of the matter is that Arsenal clearly wanted him back in 2018. It didn't quite work out. We went for a more experienced option at Unai Emery. But the fact alone that Arsenal wanted him in the first place is a key factor. This has not come out of nowhere. This is not where Arsenal have gone out there and randomised and picked a manager and gone, oh, Arteta's going to be the guy. The matter of the fact is Arsenal looked at him before in detail, interviewed him as well, and he was a favourite to become manager until the last minute. So the matter of the fact is this has been a long time coming. Mikel Arteta was one of Arsenal's first choices back in 2018, and yet again it's happened again. Cheaper option it might be, but you know what, who doesn't mind a bargain? So the whole point I'm trying to make it is there's something definitely there, and to have been praised by the likes of Wenger and now Pep Guardiola, these are two of the greatest managers of all time, there's definitely going to be something there. And to end this video, I'm going to respond to this man that are going to me in the comments going, Arteta, who's Arteta, what's he doing, what's he going to do with Arsenal, he's just a Man City cone man. Allow me to reply to you, man. Arsenal Football Club back in 1995. I know your boy wasn't born yet, but your boy's got the internet and he's researched a bit. In 1995, when George Graham left in February, in that summer Arsenal had two main targets. One was Bruce Rioch, an experienced manager in British football, and the other was an unknown quantity in Japan in Arsene Wenger. So Arsenal had a choice of an unknown manager from Japan or experienced manager. They chose the experienced manager Bruce Rioch and put Wenger to a side. What happened then was that in a year's time, Bruce Rioch was let go of. And so what Arsenal did then was they turned their attention to an unknown Frenchman coming out of Japan in Mr. Arsene Wenger. And let's just say the rest was history. So let's fast forward to 2018. Arsene Wenger has just left the Arsenal Football Club. One of Arsenal's first choices is an unknown manager prospect in Mikel Arteta. The other prospect that came out of nowhere was Unai Emery, an experienced European manager that's won European Cups at Sevilla. So again, it was deja vu from the Wenger and Bruce Rioch time. An experienced manager and an unexperienced manager. Arsenal went for the more experienced manager Unai Emery, and the rest was a very bad evening. Fast forward into 2019 and Unai Emery is no longer Arsenal manager, he's now been sacked. Funny enough, who do Arsenal now turn their attention to? Mr. Unknown managerial prospect Mikel Arteta. May I just say, this is a very beautiful case of deja vu. Mikel Arteta to Arsenal could be happening, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you for it? Are you against it? Personally, you know, I don't really mind it. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video there. But if you have somewhat enjoyed this video, make sure to go down and smash a like on the video. 100 likes is always been massively appreciated. Make sure to go down there and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's continue the discussion down there. Are you happy with Mikel Arteta? Is he the right man for Arsenal? And if he's not the man for Arsenal, who would have been the man? Of course, as of recording this video right now, Arteta is not a done deal yet. This video can definitely still fall through, but a deal does look somewhat imminent, and you know, this looks like it's gonna happen. So Mikel Arteta to Arsenal, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But with that being said, guys, gonna end the video there. After a pretty long time in between Unai Emery getting sacked and Arsenal's appointment, it looks like Arsenal finally found their man, and that man is gonna be Mikel Arteta, Man City's cone man. He might end up being a failure, he might end up being a massive success. All I'm gonna say though, lads, is with football, you just never know. In a bit.